10 oldest bars in the world.
10. Herbergvlissing.
Year founded, 1515 CE. Location, Bruges, Belgium. Still active, yes. This pub and restaurant located in Belgium dates back further than most pubs on the European continent and is the oldest in the country of Belgium. After recently celebrating its 500-year anniversary, this place remains a popular place for both tourists and locals alike. This place is so important to the culture of Belgium that it is now protected as a monument, meaning that the business will likely stand the test of time. If the place does ever need to go out of business, it will likely still remain in physical form.
9. Al Brindisi. Year founded, 1435 CE. Location, Ferrara, Italy. Still active, yes. Although this isn't even close to being the oldest pub in the world, Al Brindisi can say that they are the oldest wine bar in the world. To put this in perspective, two historical legends, Galileo and Copernicus, both could be found here while they were alive. The place is still open, serving both wine and meals to tourists and locals who want to dive into the cultural history of Italy. Since this place dates back to the Renaissance, many people can take a journey back in time while having a drink. Interesting facts. Oldest wine bar in the world. Galileo was rumored to frequent this wine bar. Copernicus once lived here. 8. Brauhaus. Year founded, 1318 CE. Location, Cologne, Germany. Still active, yes. Not too many pubs have seen the amount of history that this place has. After being bombed by Allied bombers in World War II, this place had to be demolished and reconstructed so that it could remain in business. Despite this major setback, it remains the oldest pub in Germany. It has their own brewhouse and also serves food to hungry tourists and locals looking for a comfortable place to relax and unwind. Interesting facts. Was bombed during World War II and subsequently rebuilt. Can hold over 600 guests in. Has their own brewery, bar, and also serves food. 7. Keidler's Inn. Year founded, 1263 CE. Location, Kilkenny, Ireland. Still active, yes. Although it technically wasn't established until 1324, as their website illustrates, this pub has been around since 1263. After being founded by Alice de Keidler, the owner was soon condemned as witchcraft and condemned to death. However, she immediately fled the country before being executed. Although Keidler is no longer around to defend herself, the legacy of her pub remains in clear sight for all of the world to see. Maybe she truly was a witch, or maybe she was falsely confused like many during the Salem witch trials. Nobody is around to let us know for sure. However, all that remains of her in history is this bar, which has become a tourist icon and one of the oldest pubs in existence. Interesting facts. National Bar Awards Tourist Bar of the Year for both 2013 and 2014. Underwent a major refurbishment during the 1960s. The founder was the first person condemned for witchcraft. 6. Ye Olde Man in Scythe. Year founded, 1251 CE. Location, Bolton, UK. Still active, yes. When you have one of the oldest pubs in recorded history, you are bound to be a part of history. For this pub, this was the site that James Stanley, the Earl of Derby, was executed. Since it was owned by his family at the time, he was in this pub right before he was beheaded for his part in the Bolton Massacre, when 1,600 people lost their lives. Still today, a chair is marked off as the location where James Stanley sat just moments before being taken outside to be executed. Interesting facts. The exact founding date has been lost in history. Founded on the later site of James Stanley's execution. One of the oldest public houses in the UK. 5. The Brazen Head. Year founded, 1198 CE. Location, Dublin, Ireland. Still active, yes. This place is so old that the man who stole from the rich and gave to the poor apparently once got drunk here. Robin Hood, the famed, and often fictionalized, character from history apparently made this pub his sanctuary for a fun night. Although this fact can hardly be confirmed, sometimes the best tales from history can only be remembered by oral tradition. However, this pub is commonly regarded as Ireland's oldest pub. Interesting facts. Robin Hood allegedly drank here. Some claim this place isn't as old as advertised. Many famous clients have once drunk here, including James Joyce, Brendan Behan, Jonathan Swift, Robert Emmet, Wolfe Tone, Daniel O'Connell, and Michael Collins, Van Morrison, Garth Brooks, and much more.
4. Ye Olde Trip to Jerusalem.
Year founded, 1189 CE. Location, Nottingham, UK. Still active, yes. The name of this pub might be confusing to the common tourist today, but when you consider that this pub was around for the Third Crusade you might start to receive some clarity as to where the name comes from. The legend has it that Crusaders would stop here on their way to liberate the Holy Land, which of course would later be unsuccessful. That means that many people made this one of their last drinking experiences before dying in battle. Interesting facts. The exact date of this pub's founding is questionable. Allegedly founded right when the Third Crusade began. 3. Gastas zum Riesen. Year founded, 1189 CE. Location, Nottingham, UK. Still active, yes. The name of this pub might be confusing to the common tourist today, but when you consider that this pub was around for the Third Crusade you might start to receive some clarity as to where the name comes from. The legend has it that Crusaders would stop here on their way to liberate the Holy Land, which of course would later be unsuccessful. That means that many people made this one of their last drinking experiences before dying in battle. Interesting facts. The exact date of this pub's founding is questionable. Allegedly founded right when the Third Crusade began. 2. The Bingley Arms. Year founded, 953 CE. Location, Bardsey, UK. Still active, yes. The Bingley Arms pub is the oldest bar and restaurant that is located on the modern-day British Isles, dating all the way back to when aggressive factions of Vikings were still invading the modern-day United Kingdom. Today, the food at the restaurant still receives awards for its products. Dating all the way back to 953 CE, some people even think that this pub has been around since 905 CE. This means that Crusaders that survived the historic conflict it could have once returned to this pub to have a drink and meal to tell war stories. Interesting facts. The oldest pub located in the British Isles. Founded before England had its first king. Vikings would have been able to come here. Features alcohol that comes from all over the world. 1. Sean's Bar. Year founded, 900 CE. Location, Athlone, Ireland. Still active, yes. If you want to have a drink in what could be the oldest pub in the world, Sean's Bar, or known simply as Sean's, should be at the top of your list. Located in Ireland, this pub has been serving alcohol and playing dancehall music longer than any other known establishment. The Guinness Book of World Records has listed Sean's Bar as the oldest pub in Europe using archaeological evidence. It is so old that the popular historical site Athlone Castle, which dates back to 1129 CE, was built hundreds of years afterward. Interesting facts. The oldest pub in Europe. Holds precise records of all of the pub's historical owners. Was built before the famous neighboring Athlone Castle. Could very well be the oldest standing pub in the world. Well, this was it for this. I hope you like this video. And I hope leave a comment and will sub my channel.